We leave Mt Laguna today. Gonna go back to the same spot at the PCT where we left it to go through that campground. And just waiting for Rachel to come and give us a ride over there so we don't have to walk on the road that far. The lodge is deserted because it's about an hour before they open.
Got a late start this morning. We're leaving Mt Laguna. We hadn't walked through the whole town because Rachel gave us a ride, and so because of that we decided to truly get back to the trail where we had gotten off, and we're walking the 1.1 miles that takes you around Mt Laguna. But we got a late start because Rachel was out at the camp and she was bringing hikers into town at about 8 o'clock, and then of course we had to talk and say goodbye to her one last time. We didn't think we would even see her again, so that was a real treat. So we said goodbye, and now we're walking the trail outside of Mt Laguna. Thinking we're gonna go 15 miles today, but getting such a late start, I don't know. We'll see.
Up on the hill there's this dome, looks like an observatory of some kind. Is there a Mt Laguna observatory? Seems like I've heard of that. It's really cool the way the trail gets you up onto these ridges, so you get these views down into the valleys and over the landscape. It really makes it more worth getting out here and hiking it. Off in the distance is our first view of San Jacinto, and then the next one, as you said, Gorgonio, and then San Bernardino. So we will get to know those mountains much better as time goes on.
We see that white stuff on top and we say, melt, melt, melt. It's our first little milestone. We're at 50 miles on the trail. We only have 2,600 miles to go to get to the Canadian border.
We're cowboy camping for the first time, which means we sleep with no tent outside. So we'll see how this goes.
Okay, Brian and I are sleeping cowboy style for the first time, and we're a little nervous about it. We'll see how the night goes. We're a little worried we're going to be cold or not sleep real well. I don't want to think about the little rodents that might crawl over me or the slithering things. Anyway, we're just gonna plan on it being a good night, but we'll let you know in the morning.
The trail has led us up this side of this cliff here that overlooks a beautiful view. The light isn't great right now. It's morning light and the sun is against me, but down in the valley, and there's several memorial plaques and things along here, and we came to one that was of a sister from New Zealand who hiked the PCT in 2020. And Linda and I met that woman with her sister We hiked up in Washington, a portion of the PCT, and this pair of sisters from New Zealand, elderly ladies, came through, and they'd hiked all the way from Kempo. And someone came and put a memorial plaque for her. She passed away the following year, apparently. And then we come to this, and there's a flag. Gosh, I don't know whether you can even see it because the sun is so bad, but there's a flag there. And then several different memorial plaques. So I'm not sure who comes and does these, but some of them are pretty nice. We continue to walk along the trail here, and we've just got this huge chasm valley. We've actually been looking at this valley all yesterday afternoon, and now this morning it's like we're just kind of walking the rim around it. Typical hiker crowd at a water source. We all stopped here. Well, we stopped here for our breakfast, and others just stopped to get more water or whatever, and just sitting and shooting the breeze. We've stopped for the night at this creek. There is water flowing a little bit further up, but we actually got water from a source about a mile back, so we don't really need any, but it's nice to know it's here if we need it. But there's plenty of room here for other hikers. I don't know if we'll get any more. There are a couple of other guys here right now, and Linda has been chasing the sun because it's a little breezy, as you can hear probably in the microphone, and it's a little, when the wind blows it feels just a little bit chilly, so she's chasing the sun so she can stay warm. And here's our little setup. So this is where we'll be spending the night. No cowboy camping tonight, but we'll do that again. We both enjoyed that, and it was a good experience. It's 6:30. We're packing up, about ready to hit the trail. Beautiful morning. Continuing on day 7. Beautiful valley down there. Had a nice little lunch stop here. Got this water tank over there. And now on to Scissors Crossing, Julian, and free pie.
Getting closer and closer to Scissors Crossing, which is where you can then go into the town of Julian if you'd like. Julian is the place where Mom's Pie will give you free pie and with ice cream on top for free if you show your permit, your PCT permit. So of course, it's kind of the iconic thing to do for PCT hikers. So we're going to do that, and we're about 3 miles outside of Julian, well, Scissors Crossing right now, which will take us into Julian. We've already talked to a trail angel when I had signal, and she's going to pick us up and let us stay in her yard and take a shower, wash our clothes. So that's all pretty exciting and so nice of her. Her name is Aunt Becky. And then tomorrow we actually are going to take a zero in Julian because we are going to be visited by Brian's sister Dion and Tim to have a nice visit in Julian, and then we'll get back on the trail on Sunday. We have hiked down out of the mountains. We dropped over 2,000 feet just today, but at one point in Laguna, I think we were over 6,000 feet, and we now are just over 2,000 feet, but we're down in this. We've dropped out of the mountains down into this valley, and the terrain has really changed. It definitely feels like desert now. A lot more cacti.
We've been walking for the last hour or so across this flat desert. Now it truly does look deserty. It's not the mountainous desert that we were in earlier. We're about to come out to the road here. We're approaching Scissors Crossing, one of the big milestones on the trail, I guess. Looks like there's some chairs to sit in under there. And we're gonna contact the trail angel and wait for her to arrive. But in the meantime, it looks like we can kind of relax. Looks like there's some water there. So here we are, the famous underpass at Scissors Crossing.